In beautiful Harrisonburg, Virginia, Bridgeport Stadium, it's the Temple Owls and the James Madison Dukes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. The Dukes ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hardy. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Temple's offense as they take control of the football first. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. And what a luxury it is to have a weapon like this at tight end. He is a big play that can happen at any moment. Running inside. It's Mason. Makes a man miss. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Owls.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the extra point is good. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the James Madison Dukes offense will now get its first chance with the football. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to throw, it's Evans. He's got his man across the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. And the Dukes will call on their punt team. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Makes the grab. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Heaves it deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Temple lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. We've been watching them all year, but, David, it seems like they're starting to find themselves a little bit right now, having won the last two.
Yeah, they're in the category of others receiving votes. Like, there's those next 26, 27, 28. These guys, they're right on the cusp of getting ranked. They've had a really good start to their season.
And they're about to get that recognition then if they can just keep winning. You got to stick to the formula. This is a team that prides themselves on being physical and executing. You got to see that today.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Duke have their offense in high gear. Grabbed behind the line, it's Scott. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Evans. Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, running back on the move. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead as we get a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He'll pull it down. Got room at the 35. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Finds his man. It's Hardy. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He's got his man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it's no good. He missed it. After the the miss. The lead is still 4. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Wide receiver comes in motion. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Evans. Fires to the big fella. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. And the Dukes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Catch in the middle, it's Chase.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Owls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Bermudez. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. Temple lines up quickly.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read them. Nice timing on that in route.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. Oh, he's got some space. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Clark.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Tight end now in motion. He leaves it with his back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pocket breaking down. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Using his legs to buy some time. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 14 team, the Indiana Hoosiers.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
The Duke's head coach told me at the half they have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the third quarter, gain some momentum here, and change the course of this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Can't get him to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
To the air, it's Evans. Gets it out fast. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Holds it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Evans. It's complete on the right side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense some...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Delay to the back. It's Mason. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Chase. He's loose. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Owls. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Evans. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Dukes want to move quickly. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Dukes will have it 1st and 10.
Now, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And, man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what... from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down. One final play before the end of the quarter. Caught in the backfield, it's Bermudez. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll start the return inside his 5. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
To the air on second down. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to putt, and he's headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for this.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Owls! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They
intercepted for the 11th time. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Owls! A pick 6.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick 6 right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Dukes offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Got it. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. The Dukes want to crank the tempo. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And the Dukes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On fourth down, going to the air. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw again. Got his man to the left. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Takes the easy completion. Quick step and go. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. The Dukes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He'll set up to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. And
he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.